All right, we're back at it here with a match in the heavyweight division. We have got Adam Wardzinski on top, the checkmat black belt, up against Fellipe Trovo of Gracie Barra on bottom. And Trovo, Robert, I gotta say, people maybe don't realize, but he is a really sneaky grappler.
Yeah.
He's got some very unusual, very unorthodox techniques that catch people out.
Yeah, he's a very, very high-level guy, and not a lot of people know him. I think that he's just one of those guys that's like right there all the time, and he's losing to big names. But yeah, he's like, there you go, just almost sweeping Adams. Is he gonna get his back?
Wow, good sequence there from Fellipe Trovo, using the legs to go onto the back, got the one hook in.
Good defense by Adam, recovers guard, and he scores an advantage.
2 points. Two points for the for Fellipe Trovo coming up on top there.
I think the corner refs changing it back to an advantage. Let's see what he did.
Wow, scoreboard all over the place right now. 0-0, one advantage each.
Even score.
Yeah, this is an intriguing match because Adam Wardzinski, we pretty much know exactly what it is that he wants to do. He's got that great butterfly guard from bottom, loves the underhook, overhook, sweep, very classic jiu-jitsu, classical stuff. But Fellipe Trovo, you never really know exactly what he's got to do because he's got some really unorthodox setups, some really sneaky attacks. It's a little, let's call it, it's the weird jiu-jitsu.
The weird jitsu.
Like,
I remember back at Coleta was that guy that we called him that had esquijitsu, which means weird jitsu in Portuguese. Like people that are always doing unorthodox things, throwing people off. I love that because that's not the kind of thing that was going to surprise like a high-level opponent like Adam, right? Because they just beating him with the traditional stuff. It's exactly what Adam's expecting. Anything that can throw him off, like that quick wrist lock, that sneaky guillotine, that's what's going to really give you an advantage against a tough opponent like Adam Wardzinski. And the score is even, and good spot for Adam because he's exactly where he wants to be.
Actually, it's 2 advantages to 1 for Trovo. Our scoreboard a little out of sync with the official scoreboard right now.
I guess he got 2 advantages when he was attacking the back, right? One for the back attack, one for the pass, maybe. I don't remember what the exact sequence was, but you're right.
Trovo sent a message early, though, in that. I think that it was a very, there's a nice unbalancing attempt from Wardzinski, who gets the body lock here. Double underhooks, body lock, butterfly hooks in. Great position to attack from. The thing is that Trovo is very lanky, right, Robert? And that's sometimes can be hard to sweep those guys.
Yeah, because their balance is, you know, it's not very centered, right? It's kind of all over the place because he's so tall. You know, he shifts his balance really well from one end to the other end. It's not always easy to get a guy like that on his back. But
trying to go for that single leg X instead, but Trovo doing a good job of keeping that shin stapled and keeping it flat on or keeping it down on the mat.
So we got to correct it now. So Fellipe didn't just score an advantage, guys. That was that last sequence a few minutes ago. And here we are with 2-1, Fellipe Trovo over Adam Wardzinski. But Adam, this could be it.
Trying to get underneath those hips. Good spin out by Trovo. Trovo, I feel, sent a message early in the match. I think rather than allowing Adam to settle into his game, he really went after it quick with that back take attempt. And getting up early on the scoreboard to fight one advantage, but still, he has a lead now. I think that was a smart move by Trovo.
I agree. But he's in a tough spot now. He's winning, but like Adam's so aggressive here. And Fellipe doesn't know if he stays on his knees and gets, has to defend Adam's butterfly. There you go. That's it. It's so hard to stop that. Let's see if he can bounce back up. No point scored.
Wow. Good work there by Trovo.
Definitely got the advantage there. There we go. So this could be good for Adam because if he can do this again within the next 5 minutes, I think Fellipe is going to have a really hard time passing the guard. I think his best bet is the back take. Is creating a scramble, trying to force Adam on his knees and going from there.
Almost at the halfway mark in this 10-minute match. Wardzinski back on bottom. I love the way that he cycles through. He plays that half guard, he plays the knee shield, he puts a butterfly hook in, and then he'll cycle through those guards, back through from one to the other. And very predictable in certainly his style, but unpredictable in knowing exactly what attack he's going to hit because he's so good at all of them. But there, look at that. Trovo, guard passing, aggressive, trying to run around the side.
Now Adam switching over to half guard maybe. Nope, back to butterfly.
This is what Adam needs, especially in the no-gi with the lack of the grips, but he needs those upper body tie-ups. He needs the clinch positions to be able to sweep.
But you see Fellipe doesn't want to underhook him because when you're a good butterfly player, underhooking him is not a good idea. It may seem like the best thing, right? But what Adam is doing by giving that underhook and holding the overhook, he's inviting you in. It's like saying, pass my guard, try to get that half guard, see if you can get there without getting swept. Because when you try to get the half guard on that underhook, there's no way you're going to shift your weight forward. And that means your weight is going from your butt to your head. That's exactly what Adam wants you doing. One thing Fellipe could be trying to do is switch sides, maybe pass to Adam's left, his right. See if that changes things a little bit. You can see that Fellipe passes a lot on the same side. And I suspect that that's where Adam's most comfortable, right on his right hip. So sometimes they're like switching that around, changes the dynamic a little bit.
Good passing attempts from Fellipe Trovo. I like the way that he's never really settled long enough for Adam to really get into those attacking positions that he wants so much. Very active from top. Good use of the frames and the posting from top and actually keeping Adam away from making those tie-ups.
It's interesting. In the gi, you're pulling him in. But in no gi, you can't pull him in. It works for
keep him away.
You keep him away. You don't let him get close. It's a very different guard game and between the two. I really think that people that play butterfly and half guard are an advantage in a lot of ways because their game translates easier between gi and no gi. So you can see Adam hand fighting him, trying to pull Fellipe in.
Dead even on the scoreboard right now. 0-0, 2 advantages each. 2:40 on the clock.
And Highwell, who do you got so far?
Wow, I gotta say it's extremely close. It's very difficult to say. And I really liked Fellipe Trovo's back attack sequence earlier in this match. Of course, Adam with his own sweep attempt, but no clear winner, shall we say?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Fellipe might be a small advantage here because of that back take, but you never know what the judges are thinking here. You got 3 of them because it's a semifinal. So let's see, it might be a split decision.
Trovo staying further away now, not as eager to engage Adam's guard, doing so on his terms rather than getting sucked into those traps. I'd like to see Adam wrestle up here, Robert.
That's what I always tell these guys. Like, man, you gotta turn your sweeps into a takedown. It's not always gonna be him falling flat on his back. Sometimes you gotta wrestle him to the ground, push him to the ground, right? And a lot of guard players sometimes they only sweep one way, right? Forward, either over the head or to the left and right. And you gotta come up more. I never saw how BJ Penn won the world championships. Because he did what no one was doing back in the day, which was coming up forward. Yeah. No one was doing that, right? And that's why he threw everyone off. And I wish there were more of that, especially no-gi, where, you're going to have to get the hold of that lower back to hold them down. It's so difficult to sweep them on their side or over the top of your head when they can scramble. Good transition there by Fellipe. See if he can get something out of it. Nope. Nice Kimura attempt there. Well defended by Adam.
Oh, there's an advantage for Adam, though. 3-2 to Wardzinski here. Less than 30 seconds remaining. Trovo's going to need to get busy, otherwise he's going to lose this match. There's 20 seconds remaining. He's just hanging out here in this passing position. He may not realize he's down on points, Robert.
Yeah, I don't know what the corner. This is what your coach should be telling you. You know, this is what's happening. You're down by an advantage, but you're right. It does seem pretty aggressive there. Yeah, super close fight. You know, even though I'm always rooting for Adam, I'm a big fan of Adam Wardzinski's game. I've known him for such a long time, such a great guy. It is unfortunate because I'd really like to see Trovo move into the finals to see what he can do. I think he's a high-level competitor, hasn't had a chance to show the world what he can do. But I think that this is not the first time we're going to see him at the semifinals of any world championships, really. I think he's got a lot of potential. He's still young. He's still new to the scene.
Got a replay here of the...
Yeah,
that was Adam
beautiful.
Earlier. He was coming up and forward right there. And to be honest, Trovo did a good job of countering that forward motion and just basically just throwing Adam off.
Yeah, not letting him hold him down.